Good morning. Today on the Hostage Diaries, I'm going to talk about the good old bait and switch. And what's really going on with me is, and this is motive for the delay mechanism, the time that allows the schemes to solidify through redistribution of created assets, and then validation through the monies that are derived, and the ability to then ensure using it really is they're playing sides against each other in order to maintain control of the schematics, which really is just a big pyramid scheme, to be honest. It's like a hydra. If you ever remember the movie Swordfish, where they're or Office Space, where they're basically skimming a bunch of assets off of the system. Like in Swordfish, they created a hydra. Well, this pyramid has a bunch of hydra heads off of it that are all different channels of distribution based upon schemes that were implemented to hacking my genetic code. And it's all reliant upon playing the game system. It's like the Tron. I've been stuck within the Tron system of itself. And the way they did that was by bypassing my genetic propensity in order to force, after they had hacked me down to an ultra low level of the gaming grid to maintain control. And so what they've done is they've bypassed the genetic propensity, and they're distributing genetic rights through all these hydra heads and different channels, and then they hack me down to the very low level to maintain control, and then utilizing the gains that are ill-gotten gains there, it basically pressurizes the source because of the necessity of maintaining control of the assets that were derived. So the bait and switch replacement lure. It's like if you show them a lamb. It's like I'm blood bait. They want to bring in some big fish, and they use me as blood bait. And the natural magnetic force that is within my genetic propensity, and then they come around and swoop up and package and redistribute the channels, and they think that's just moonshining, or in reality, we're talking about like the most dangerous catch because of the ramifications, because they're basically cooking the books, to be quite honest with you, because the source, first of all, is a hostage, and you're deriving, basically they're trying to chop shop. It would be like if you bring in a bunch of real high-priced exotics and then chop shop them in order to enhance the local flavors, as you would say. And then I'm relegated to the bench warmer status, and I don't get nothing because I'm not allowed to eat or in order to enrich my muscle. That they need me atrophy. They need my body to be in a coma, basically, so they can utilize my body in other channels for the schemes. And then they ensure the looted booty by worshiping the game over the genetic grid. So I'm stuck within the gaming grid itself while I'm supplying power to the gaming grid, and I'm stuck at like the ultra low level. It's like I pay I would pay I get nothing from it. I pay all these people, all these salaries. It's a reverse. I mean, it really is cosmetic vanity reverence to the modern demagogues. It would be like when Comiskey used to never pay his players anything with the White Sox or the Black Sox, and basically what they did was they took the source. They're deeming me the owner, and I get nothing. The players get all the loot, and the owner of the source gets absolutely nothing. It's cosmetic vanity. Reversal of fortune, trading places, Freaky Friday, invasion of the body snatchers, if you'd like to. So you get into all the schemes that lower me into the game, lower me way down the grid. And what I'm trying to do is validate the genetic propensity through manufacturing of tangible proof, but I'm not allowed to because I'm not allowed the resources to do so. I'm not allowed the resources that should be at my disposal so they can be distributed, and then they're insured to protect the game itself. So it's like this JV status. But not only that, when I was playing JV golf, we played on public courses. And the precedent said was my golf coach also taught my health class. And health is used against me. What they want to do is they want to make me sicker to make the replacements healthier. So by forcing me into public JV, the worst of the worst health care, I'm not going to get any better, and therefore protecting the others that are getting healthier because of the nefarious chicanery nature of the schemes that are involved. And then you've got to cover it all up, and then you can, throw money at anything. You throw money at the law, you throw money at judges, you throw money at the politicians, you throw money at the cops, you throw money at bribe mercenary packs, and then that's the way you throw, basically through bribery too. But it's all done in shadow game mentality. There's really not a lot of I could build concrete evidence, but I'm not allowed to. That's why I'm a bench warmer, handicapped to protect the scheme. And then it's also about they want access to the hostage and control because of the manufacturing of keys. This is all about the keys. It's like those plastic hotel keys to the VIP suites. And I mean, some people get the VIP suites, and it's all the different levels of the scheme. But the problem is, what is this source? And it's not Gulf of Mexico oil that's production of plastics and petrochemical ancillary products. I mean, there's got to be the math involved is horrific. They really are cooking the books, and it's affecting the global economy. But they don't really care. This is all, and then like I said, you fly the flag of patriotism while it's war, really just war profiteering. So the mob used the war as an effort, even though they probably caused the effect, they're trying to use it in order to ensure to protect themselves from in paying any of the bills. They don't want to have to pay anything for what they do. They want to inflict the payment upon me. That's where we get into I pay the bills. So then you got the fear factor attacks. In all actuality, I've been stalked obsessively. I mean, we're talking about obsessive stalking my entire life. When you set somebody up your entire life to be hacked down, that is about as an obsessive stalker as you can get. And forced to play this game while I'm blind, don't have any of the facts. My handlers, or whatever you want to call them, are leading me or throwing me into dirt. It's like I'm thrown out into a landmine field to play, all the while being reverent. And then they're trying to using me also to cure any indiscretions of the past. That's the reverence I'm used to the miracle math equation. So the stalking is, and this is how they keep me isolated. And some people are trying to call it, well, it's the super collider, stripping away electrons. They hide behind science, they hide behind law. And I speak of the various mob factions that are the mercenary factions that do the dirty work. And they're like wildcatters out there on an oil well, getting real dirty. But the product and then the byproducts and the subsidiary products are where all these plastic VIP keys are made. So the stalking is also the bait and switch. It's like I'm a lure, or a fetching dog. They want me to rustle them up some middles. They want me to, fetch them some high quality game. So it's like the bait. I'm used as a lure, but then anytime any of the things that I'm attracting come near me, I'm viciously attacked and beat into the ground and hammered down by any means necessary. And they do use chicanery in that. And threats. I mean, basically, I got a gun to my head, and also you've got, it's like a tractor beam force field from Star Wars. They're luring things in, but if you get within the bubble, then they beat the hell out of the source. So then you just distribute the booty. That's the best way to loot and distribute the booty. And then it's just about milking the clock for the natural assets. You can deem it the loan shark genetics or whatever you'd like to say, but the distribution channels benefit from milking the clock. And I mean, really is obsessive stalker. I'm not allowed security. That's why we're forced, like the golden geese laying the golden eggs, that then they take the golden eggs and manufacture all these products with. that are magic. You know, I'm a magic superstore. That's why they pillage all my good, anything, you know, or, I mean, there's really, that's one of the reasons I'm forced to enhance the value of, you know, it's like, well, you know, like the HRH seal they have. Well, I was dragged around on my dog leash fetching some goods, and they enhance and put the seal, you know, the pirate seal on it. That they got them some magic booty, that sort of thing. It really is the dark arts chicanery and milking the clock, and they're trying to dilute my value in order to protect the ill-gotten goods to insure. That's another misrepresentation using my father in the insurance business. He's actually insuring ill-gotten goods. I'm sure there are ways to manipulate the terminology and the double speak and all the creative accounting and all the loopholes. This really is about loopholes.